In Denver, Colorado, the Not Just a Haircut team is on a mission to inspire confidence internally and externally.
I stand for empowerment and knowing that you have not only the resources, but you could be resourceful.
How do you truly want to show up in the world? What does that look like? And most importantly, what does that feel like?
And you have to be willing to take that action when that inspiration hits and strike while the iron's hot.
This is Not Just a Haircut. Experience elevation.
All right, so today I am getting some work done here and focusing on the next step for Tom in the whole style up level process. We went through the first style session together, which was the closet consult, edit, and cleanse. And from that, I identified the gaps and really created that prioritized shopping list for what are those items that we need to add to his already existing wardrobe, which, as I have mentioned several times, he has a great foundation to start. However, there are some things that we definitely wanted to get added in there. So the next piece of the whole up-level process in regards to style is getting those new pieces added in. So that's where I come in and create this digital style board. Keeping it digital, so it's just super easy. Digital style board, we've got everything from style inspiration. Jeff Goldblum was his style icon, so definitely we've got some various images of him and outfits just for reference. And then I went ahead and started doing the shopping online for Tom to start rounding out and filling out that shopping list. So this is ongoing, ever evolving as we find these things, and these are the pieces, these are the items that as we went through the closet, I noted that we were missing. These were the gaps that we needed to fill in his existing wardrobe, which was a great foundation, but I was keeping track of all the things that we needed to get added into his wardrobe to really round it out and make it complete.
Hey Tom.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have a seat.
All right, thanks.
My name is Carolyn Salerno and I own BarKeep Barber Club. It is a high-end men's social club and barber shop. We offer salon and spa services as well as a social club environment. What I do when I have a client in my chair, I sit them down, we get them all relaxed and comfortable, and as we're talking, as they're telling me what their career is, if they have a family life, if they're low maintenance, if they're high maintenance with their styles, we bring that out and I provide my professional opinion on what I think is going to look the best for them. Tom has no idea what's coming today, and I'm so excited to give him a little transformation, a little makeover. I'm super excited to work with Tom. Him and I have had a pretty good relationship for 6 or 7 years now.
I think I've known Carolyn at least 6, maybe 7 years. I went into a barber shop and was randomly assigned Carolyn to do my hair for me, and she did an amazing job and is just such a cool person that I've been going back to her ever since and followed her to a couple of different situations, and she just always does a great job on my hair, and I leave here, after I've seen her, I leave feeling energized and good looking, and she's just always fun to talk to.
I get to talk with him not only about his whole experience. I'm so excited that I'm kind of the last piece to this. I get to hear how everything's gone.
I just kind of realized that I had a lot of layers of defense that I didn't even understand, and so breaking those down, I mean, it's helped me in so many ways already, but just even connecting more to Michele and to Anne and being open to their advice and listening to them, it's been really cool.
So do you feel like before you had a hard time connecting with people from the barriers that you put up and the way that you felt about yourself, do you feel like that kind of made you shut down and not be able to connect with people as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Tom has a confidence issue. It's low self-esteem and it's low self-worth and it's low self-value, and I identify so much with that. That was part of my whole life. I'm
not a big selfie person, but I did just take a selfie the other day and put it on Facebook, and During COVID and everything, I haven't seen that many people, and the beard is new, and I got just literally like 100 comments, a ton of compliments on it, and people were really nice. And
So how did that make you feel?
it made me feel appreciated, and before I would have not been able to take those compliments to heart, but now I understand people are genuinely nice, and if they say things like that, I can accept that.
I'm really excited that you've had some good transformational experiences already with Michele, and some good information coming at you from Anne.
Right.
And I'm so excited to see where you take that and see the shopping list that you guys have put together and all of that. Like I told you, I have a whole plan for this. I haven't let you in on any of it. So we're just gonna jump right in. Do you trust me to make you look and feel your best, Tom?
I do trust you, yes.
Okay, great. Let's do it. Tom is so up for anything. That's part of what I love about him. I get to explore my creativity and put my artistic brain to work on his head. With this show, I think it's really cool that we can start the transformation from ground zero again. Like, we started with NLP, we moved to his style consulting session with Anne, and now he's here with me. So this is not just sitting in my chair, getting a haircut, checking it off the to-do list. This is an actual experience. I think people hearing your story and hearing what you went through, I think people are going to relate so well to it, and I really do think that you're going to inspire so many people. Just your courage and your willingness to transform. I'm just excited that you really did say yes to put yourself in that position. Think of how many people are going to see it and how inspired they're going to be by your courage.
Well, thank you. I really hope so. I hope they will. Before, I probably would have told you were crazy to make 5 episodes about me, because who the hell wants to look at me? But even though I can still, relate to those thoughts, I just, it's a whole different mindset now. And so,
yeah.
Like I said, I feel lucky that you drafted me into doing this.
When we did his haircut, the reason that I took it short around his ears and around the back was particularly because pushing the hair away from the face will always open up the face, open up the eyes, open up the features that we want to highlight. Tom has amazing features. He has beautiful bright eyes. He has a gorgeous smile, and that doesn't need to be hidden by a beard and long shaggy hair. And as beautiful as Tom's hair is, as wavy and fun as it is, it definitely needed that shape to brighten up his face. Tom, I'm gonna use this Z for Men shave cream. This was provided to us by Amore Cosmetics. The products were donated by Amore Cosmetics. They have a new men's line that they're launching, so we get to try out some of their products today. We have a facial spray, a facial cream, and a shave cream that we're gonna try out on Tom today. This particular shave cream is meant to tone, nourish, and moisturize the skin all at once. It has shea butter, aloe, vitamin C, vitamin D, all sorts of great stuff for your skin. So when you're shaving, you can use this in the shower, or you can use it just at the counter, like wherever you tend to shave, okay? I get a kick out of being a young female barber and kind of wielding my weapon and making people feel relaxed and comfortable and excited and maybe a little bit nervous. Like, it's totally fun to make them feared a little bit. That's part of the craft that I love, is just being able to provide such a clean finish to what I do. I love getting around the ears and around the back with the straight razor. It leaves it so silky smooth, it's unbelievable. Today for Tom, we did a charcoal peeling face mask. What that's gonna do is provide an antioxidant on his skin. It'll pull out some different toxins as well as cleanse the different pores. As you peel the mask off, the layers of debris and dust and dirt that gets shoved down into your pores, that all gets pulled out with that mask, because it gets in there it digs into the pores and it sticks to them and pulls it out. So it's very cleansing, very clarifying, very detoxifying for the face. After it's pulled off, it looks revitalized, it looks tightened and toned and completely refreshed.
This is gonna be the fun part.
Okay.
So for years now, we've been talking about doing a certain something to your hair. We've
All right.
always talked about putting like a little bit of lavender through your hair, like just a little bit of like an accent. So, Tom, I'd like to introduce you to Lindsay.
Today we brought in Lindsay. She is a color specialist, and I highly respect Lindsay for how she approaches doing color projects. She is so brilliant with formulation. She's so brilliant with placement, and I knew that I can do those things easy. Like, I learned them in cosmetology school, but if that's not my main focus and if that's not what I feel like I'm best at, I'm absolutely gonna step aside and let somebody else who is an expert in that area take over, and that's Lindsay.
Carolyn said there would be surprises. I didn't imagine how big of a surprise there could be as far as like a shave and a haircut, but the color definitely caught me off guard. But I don't know if I would have worked up the courage to do it myself, so being pushed like this or decision made for me, I'm kind of excited about it.
For years and years and years, we've talked about doing hair color. And so I'm sitting here from my angle going, yeah, let's do it. And I had like the whole vision for it. I thought, oh, it'd be perfect to put a little piece there, a little piece there. Tom, on the other hand, thought we were joking. I thought, okay, well, this is the perfect opportunity to do color for Tom then. We've been talking about it for all these years. Let's go ahead and just jump in. We did a small little strip in the front of his head. The colors that we chose were lilac, a very light powder blue, and mint green. Those colors combined are gonna add like a really fun pastel journey through his hair. Today, we waxed Tom's eyebrows, ears, and nose. My favorite thing to do when I see clients is to surprise them with a nose wax and an ear wax and an eyebrow wax. I always tell my husband that waxing is a win-win for both of us because it makes him more attractive and it simultaneously lets me pull out a little bit of aggression on him in a very professional setting.
Okay.
It's really fun for me to do, but it's also extremely necessary. Pretty much anybody that sits in my chair has experienced it, like at some point, guaranteed. They kind of just don't have an option because nobody's gonna sit down and be like, hey, could you like wax my nose really quick? They're not gonna ask for it. They typically won't ask for anything. They don't ask for pedicures, they don't ask for manicures, they don't ask for anything that they need because they're like, oh, I'm a manly man. I don't get my eyebrows done, of course not. But listen, eyebrows need to be waving at each other, not holding hands. You cannot have the nose hairs that go down into the mustache. Like, where does your nose hair end and where does your mustache start? Like, I don't know. The lines are blurred. We don't blur those lines anymore. Like, we rip them suckers out.
That was an experience. Not really as painful as you might imagine. Definitely startling to have all that stuff yanked out, but everything, for the sake of beauty, I guess.
Poor Tom is just like so unsuspecting of everything that we did today. Like, boom, we're cutting your hair shorter. Boom, we're adding color. Boom, there's some hot wax going up your nose. Poor Tom, man. I always say, like, come for the haircut, stay for the torture. Okay, big reveal. We chose Tom because he has that heart. He has a willing heart and he has a loving heart and he has a heart that's gonna like keep pushing him through to get where he wants to go.
Tom, is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to release this limiting belief of I'm a loser today and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Joe Falco, founder and CEO of Falco Realty.
And I'm Jeff Milligan, Executive Vice President of Sales. Falco Realty is a family-owned brokerage with over 2 decades of experience.
We empathize with you, Colorado. That's why during these difficult and unconventional times, we are offering all of our buyers and sellers a discount on all transactions done through the Falco Realty Group. Please give us a call at your convenience for more details. Thank you, and stay safe, Colorado.
Stay safe, Colorado.
Stay safe, Colorado.
Legal issues are common, and attorneys are expensive. Legal Shield offers access to experienced attorneys to assist you at a fraction of the cost that you would pay otherwise. The Legal Shield mobile app makes accessing legal services easier by putting a dedicated law firm in the palm of your hand. Using the mobile app, you can call your dedicated law firm to discuss personal legal matters from neighbor disputes to consumer finance matters and more. Legal Shield provides 24/7 legal access to an attorney in emergency situations. You can upload and send documents for legal review, such as rental agreements and speeding tickets, and even begin to prepare your will with the available questionnaires. Members and non-members alike can access our free legal forms, create and send legally binding agreements, and use our virtual legal chatbot to receive answers to commonly asked legal questions. Legal protection is just a tap away with the Legal Shield mobile app.